Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Bonner Springs, Kansas. Kansas City Knights. This is Brian Rice.
I'm Shannon Geever.
And with us tonight is our very, very special guest. And I'm blanking on your last name, so man.
Rojas.
Oh, yes. Antonio Rojas.
Yeah. Thank you for having me here tonight. It's an honor. Pleasure.
Of the Suburbans.
Oh, yeah.
And from Seville, Spain, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're very excited to have you because, like I was telling you earlier, you're our fifth interview, but you were actually the first one who is not a longtime friend of ours that we go back with. You know, we really only know you recently through the Suburbans, and so and just knowing your story, being from Spain, was fascinating to me at least. I'm sure to Shannon as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we really want to just dig down into like. We'll get into the music eventually, I think, but right now it's like, what was it like growing up in Spain and that part of Spain? I think Seville, South Central Spain, if I have my geography.
South of the Spain. Yes, from, in a good day, an hour driving from Seville or Sevilla in Cádiz. Well, if you drive from Sevilla to Cádiz in just one hour, and in a good day, you can see Africa. You can
Really?
see, yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, you can see it.
Now I want to get a map out all of a
You
sudden.
mean you can see it? You mean you can see it from Seville?
From the coast of Cádiz.
Cadiz.
And
Cadiz. Oh, Cadiz. Okay.
Yeah. So we're the south.
Because I have a vague notion. Madrid is basically dead center in the country. Barcelona
Correct.
is the northeast corner of Spain, and Seville sort of south central, and then Cadiz is the southeastern coast.
Yes, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah. So for me, and I was when I was driving here, I was like thinking about my childhood, about something that I would share with you guys.
Yeah.
That would be interesting, and why I was thinking why I do have that love, that passion about the United States, and well, my neighborhood is a humble neighborhood where I grew up, working class neighborhood, and right in front of us, across the street, there was another world for us, and literally it was, because that area, and it was part of Air Force base. Which it was our now is our current airport, but before it was a military Air Force from the United States. So for us, it was like you cross the street, and then you had the baseball fields, because I didn't know that.
Right.
But
So this was an American Air Force base, and
yeah, but it was there wasn't any, I don't know, any fence or any security. It was like you could see the military police patrolling the area, but at that time you can just obviously we live in pretty humble apartments, and it's like having a little piece of United States there. Right, the yellow school bus. And so for me, it was, like you cross the street and then you have a little peak of the United States right there. And then actually we call them Los Americanos, that the Americans.
The Americans.
Right? And you still, I think it's still up, actually from the airport to the center of Seville. There's a big avenue. It's called Kansas City Avenue.
Really?
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we're sister cities.
I'll be a son of a gun.
Yes.
We're sister cities. The Country Club Plaza.
Yeah. There's a sign.
Was built to.
I know there's a sign there in the Country Club Plaza that expresses. I think did they intentionally design the plaza based off the architecture
Of Seville.
when they built it? I think they built the Country Club Plaza about 100 years ago.
Actually, yeah, they're doing something on PBS now, celebrating the 100 years of the Country Club Plaza. So anyway, you can still see the map, the original map of the when that area was built,
Yeah.
And it's just a trip to,
Did you
all
have
bass.
friends that were like American
Americans?
kids?
No.
No? Okay,
No.
they just stand on the bass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the military police will just catch us like a little group. They will like say, "Guys, what are you guys?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
What are you kids doing here?
Yeah, come on."
Get out.
Get out
this
of
is
here.
American territory, for God's sake. No. Well, so isn't that funny? You had that Kansas City, that road right there, and here you
Oh,
are in
yeah.
Kansas City all these years later.
And not only that, we have a scout because we are sister cities since 1967.
Okay.
Yeah, and the city of Kansas City bring us as a gift a scout, a copy of the scout.
The statue.
Yeah,
Wow.
a statue of the
Yeah.
scout, and you have the scout. Is
Yeah,
it
it's
in
pretty
Kansas
amazing
City Avenue?
statue. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh, neat.
I had no clue
Neat,
why
yeah.
all of a sudden in that avenue we had that little, that little scout looking at we tend to make a joke out of everything, and it gets pretty hot being the south of Spain, obviously, and the scout is just facing the street is called Avenida de la Cruz Campo, and Cruz Campo is owned by Heineken, but it was the local brewery of the city of Seville. And now, so in a hot day, the scout is saying how far the brewery is from
Get
here
you a
because
beer.
right now we'll have a beer. How
So
far it is,
American.
I can move.
That's so American. Right
That's
there.
so American.
Who was the most influential in your family with you playing music or singing?
That was my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my dad. Yeah, I was always exposed by good music, Beatles, and Alan Parsons Project.
Oh, there you go. Hey.
Yeah, Supertramp,
Sure.
and among other Spanish musicians. But always, I don't know. And the way he listened to the music, the way he, I don't know. I can
Immersed himself.
Yes, yes. So that taught me, that showed me that was really nice what he was doing. At that moment, I
Yeah.
couldn't understand, right?
Right.
But the fact that you see your dad enjoying that moment, you say, "Hey, this must be good," and it was.
Very nice. Very good. Did he play an instrument at all?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No.
What was the first instrument that you played?
That was a guitar.
Okay.
But because a friend of mine, I didn't know that I will be playing the guitar until a friend of mine told me. Well, you need a guitar because we need a rhythm guitar player for our band. And I said, okay,
There you go.
there you go.
I better get one then, and so I could be in this band. How
Yeah.
old were you then when that happened?
I was 11.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Gonna be in a rock and roll band at 11 years old.
That was something, man. Because for the first show, I didn't know. I mean, probably that happened with a lot of guys, right? But the first show, all the songs that I knew was the ones on the set list, right?
Right.
A nice plethora, a nice mix of songs. We had Anarchy in the UK,
Okay. There
and
you
then
go.
we had Manish Boy by Muddy Waters. So that tells you
Oh, wow.
the variety of
Sure.
the set list.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So Muddy Waters, Sex Pistols, why not?
No, that's perfect. In the Suburbans, I would, I have to say that you play a wide variety of guitar
Yes.
with
yeah.
that set list.
Yes.
I just notice. Yeah, you just go back and forth on that quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm so lucky, to be in the Suburbans.
Hey,
So proud to be
yeah.
part of them because they're just the greatest band.
They are great.
in Kansas City.
You got that right. They are great, and you're great. And when I was watching you guys Friday night, how many? There's 5 members,
Yeah.
and all of you, you just H1 was just doing your own thing.
Yeah. On
and
stage.
well, very well. Yes,
On stage,
yes.
and we have Jack on sound, and we have Tori on lights doing I mean, it's just a team. It's family,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
It's
There you
just
go.
amazing. I always have a little moment when we are setting up or tearing down the show afterwards that I just take a look around me and see how everybody is doing its job so thoroughly,
Uh-huh.
and
Right.
so passionately.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's
yeah,
just
I was
amazing.
seeing that. Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Everybody was dialed in that night,
Yes.
myself included. Let's go back to Sevilla,
Mm-hmm.
Spain. So you are a flamenco singer. Was that a big part of you growing up, flamenco music?
Actually, no.
No?
I mean,
Okay.
I was. I mean, being in the south of the Spain, I mean, you can't not be exposed to flamenco. But that was actually my wife. We met in Sevilla because well, she spent in Spain for 10 years before we met. Okay, she went
Okay.
there to
And you-
learn how to dance
And
flamenco.
and you said
Wow.
she's American.
She is from Kansas City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hence how you ended up here then.
Yeah.
Clearly. Okay.
Yes, and we met there, and well, a job opportunity came up here, and so we decided to move here. And she's dancing and she's teaching her
Mhm.
art here in different
That's great.
places, and yeah, she's
What's your
really
wife's name?
successful. Melinda.
Melinda.
Yeah.
So she was studying in Spain
Mm-hmm.
for flamenco dancing in
Yeah.
particular.
Yes.
So she was just a dancer by trade.
Yes.
And, that's just her passion.
Major in arts
Mm-hmm.
and sorry, not KU.
UMKC.
K-State. Oh, okay.
UMKC.
There you
Thank
go.
you so much, Brian. Thank
I
you.
was not going to say Mizzou.
Thank you.
So, and you guys met. How old were you when you both met? You and Melinda.
That was in 2009.
That's a long time ago. No, it's not
Yeah.
that long ago.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
So you
I don't
guys
even
were-
know how old I
You guys
how
were
old-
in your late 20s then.
Well, yeah.
He just
late 20s.
graduated from
That's
high
so
school.
generous of you. Thank you.
He just graduated from high school.
Yeah.
Well, and you graduated from high school in Sevilla then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the name of that high school?
Instituto San Pablo. San Pablo is the name of my neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Saint Paul. If we can,
Sure.
if we want
Oh,
to
there you go.
translate it.
Thank you. Yeah.
course.
I would have never gotten that one. Yeah.
San Pablo.
San Pablo. St. Paul.
I got it.
I did. You're geographically astute. I
Yeah,
am not.
astute. Was astuto in Spanish, right?
Hey,
We're learning so
astuto.
many things tonight.
We are. We are.
So you meet your wife, and you said she had been studying there for 14 years, or was she? Or did I misunderstand what you?
No, you're
Okay.
right.
So
Living
she
in- yeah.
so she went to Spain in 1994
Uh-huh.
and had been there all those years.
Yes.
When you finally met her in 2009.
Yeah.
And then you hit it off, et cetera, et cetera. Then,
Yes.
at what point did you move to America?
2018.
Okay, so you've only been.
Wow. Yeah.
Was that your first time coming to America? Period. Wasn't 20.
No, in 2013 we came here.
So how long? I mean, did you grow up speaking some English, or did you have to learn it on the fly in the last?
I did. I was lucky enough that my dad, I don't know. Sometimes I think that he knew somehow. Also, my mom, she was always really pushy about being competitive, right? Because knowing English, knowing a second language, in Spain, everywhere in Europe, if you know good English, obviously it's gonna make you more competitive, right? But yeah, it was. They put me summing it up.
Yeah.
Sorry, they put me in an academy
Okay.
when I was like 10, something like that.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
but
Y-
sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
you know our friend Johnny.
Oh yeah.
He's completely fluent in Spanish.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if you knew
John
that.
Burns.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what he does for a living. He's insurance. He handles claims. for with Spanish speakers.
Oh wow, Johnny, please. The next time we see each other, come
Exactly.
on, let's.
We have to,
Yeah,
to remind him.
I think he keeps it on the DL when he's out and about for whatever reason. He's very low key and non-circumspect.
Okay.
Circumspect. But yeah, that's what he does. He'll handle Spanish claims for insurance stuff.
Johnny, I understand. After all day long working in Spanish, you want to just,
Yeah.
okay, no more Spanish. That's nice.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's his superpower.
Nice.
He's told me that, like, when he's on the phone handling these claims, he's so fluent that they assume that he's like Mexican, or they would never figure him for being white. That's how fluent. So when they're talking to him and they'll start venting, and because they feel comfortable, like, oh, this guy's nailing the accent or whatever, he's so fluent in it.
That's amazing.
That they kind of let down their guard, and then they don't really realize that, oh, he's, if they saw him in person, they'd be stunned. So. But yeah, so this is definitely a superpower. So next time you see him, maybe just to say hello, just start talking to him in Spanish and see if he goes with it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. He also plays guitar as well.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Thank you.
So, were you in a band when you met Melinda?
We worked together in a flamenco tablao, which is where the performers do the shows and all that. We worked together for a week. She was my boss. She still is. But
You know what? I just got that.
thank you. Just
Sorry.
press the
That's-
button. Can we press the button?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm on that next
it's
time.
okay.
I've been single for way too long, so I forget those things sometimes.
It's fine.
So were you in a rock and roll band, a rock band though?
I was in a band for, forever. But at that moment, I wasn't in a band.
Okay.
And afterwards, yeah, I joined a wedding band, and I stayed with that band for quite a while. And then before moving to the United States, in order to be more, I don't know, now I can't find that word, to be more, I don't know, sorry.
I can't think of any.
Could you repeat that? Because I was typing a post here I'm posting about us, and you said, we'll edit this out. What was it again?
You're more. You just vary. You can change things up.
Yeah.
Versatile.
Versatile. There
yeah,
you
thank
go.
you. Thank you.
I just
Thank you,
needed to
Brian
tune
Rice.
in for 2
Thank
seconds
you.
to get.
Yeah. I joined a Tina Turner tribute band.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, in order
Well.
to have a video of, not only of me recently playing with my cheetah pants and my kilt.
Oh, wow.
That was the wedding band thing.
Okay.
And yeah.
Cheetah pants and a kilt.
Yeah. It was a quite interesting
good
band.
look. Yeah.
I
Right.
have nice legs.
That's great. Do you have any photos of that?
I think I do.
If you do, send them to Brian.
I
We'll
will.
exchange numbers and we'll get that going.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that'd be funny to see, really. So then, when you moved to America, I mean, as far as your guitar playing career, was that a big focus for you then for coming to United States? I mean, you were coming with Melinda, and getting
Yeah.
married and such, or already gotten married, but
yeah, because for me it was like I'm a Spanish teacher, and I got here in 2018, and literally was like, okay, you get here, after in 2 days you go because you have a meeting. I'm also the coordinator for coordinator for my company here, and I had meetings like a couple of days before I arrived here, and then I hop on my car, and then I went to St. Elizabeth, which is where I teach Spanish, to know where the school is, because the school year started in a week.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
Wow.
it was crazy for me. It was like, okay, first let's start working, and then I'll worry about
Sure.
finding a
Starts
band.
with the basics.
I mean,
of a
yeah,
job.
I didn't have an amp.
Mhm.
I
I
came
guess you
with
can't-
only one
right.
guitar,
Uh-huh.
and that was it. I left all my equipment in. Obviously, I mean, I tried to sell everything I could, and I came here with my white Strat.
There
That's
you go.
all I had.
There you go. And you still have your white Strat, I hope.
Oh yeah.
Do you play with it still?
Oh, it's my main guitar.
That's your main guitar. Okay. I will pay extra attention then when I see you guys
Yeah,
next.
I bought it in 1995 and still with me.
Holy moly.
Yeah, now that it might be considered vintage. I'm
That,
so old.
yeah, it's classic, man. Shoot. Huh.
So yeah, you end up here in 2018.
Yeah.
And how, I guess being married to an American woman probably conditioned you a little bit to know what to expect when you were coming. But was there a big culture shock? Was there what was like one of the most like profoundly different things about America than that you, as opposed to what you had just come to take for granted in Spain?
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, it was, I don't know. I'm a lucky guy. I'm pretty easygoing, and I like to blend, and I like to learn. The fact that I was here in 2013 and that I had the opportunity to know a little bit of Kansas City, I mean, my in-laws, they're just great people.
Mm-hmm.
They're awesome. You know, I love you guys. And just they made the transition super, super easy.
Okay.
And I have nothing but good experiences here, you know.
Yeah.
Respectful people. I've never had any, weird thing going on.
It's funny, in a way, you really did luck out, because I hear stories from people, not just other Americans from other parts of the United States, who comment on the hospitality and the niceness of the Midwest and Kansas City in particular. You're far from the first person that I've encountered that has expressed that. And I just remember even talking to some people from Orlando, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
They came to Kansas City and they kind of was like, "Oh man, this is just so," they were kind of so shocked,
Mm-hmm.
And then I've known people over the years who either they grew up in the Kansas City area or around here in Kansas. They move away to Arizona, Florida, California, but they almost always seem to come back. And one of the things they comment on is how much they like the people here better. And I mean, I'm sure your new singer Shannon can explain that to a degree,
Yeah.
Where is she from?
She's here.
Oh, okay.
Her and her husband, they moved to the East Coast. Well, they moved to Tampa, Florida for a few years,
Oh,
and then
I
to
see.
North Carolina for 4 more years. But they were originally from Chicago.
Yeah.
And then Kansas City, and then those other, Florida, North Carolina, and then they're back here now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay. Nice.
but definitely there is something I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be maybe if you ended up in New York or something, it wouldn't quite as
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
I've been to Boston.
Different vibe.
Yeah, I've been to Boston, and that's where Keith is.
Uh-huh.
And I liked it, but I almost knew the first day that I could never live there. There's just something about it. There's just a rat race of it or something like that.
Yeah.
Visit, yes. Yeah.
I don't know. I was there for our honeymoon.
Boston.
And yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we were there. We went there for a honeymoon, and again, he was fine. Maybe
Right
I'm
on.
just lucky.
Yeah.
You're an
I'm just
easygoing
lucky,
guy.
right?
You're an easygoing guy.
I don't know. Maybe it's my aura.
There you go. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Other than the people here, what's one of your favorite things about Kansas City?
Well, I mean the music scene, and the fact that, again, this probably you might hear me saying this a few more times. I'm a lucky guy. The fact that how I found the Suburbans, how I feel like family. We are family,
Mm-hmm.
and all those places that I've played at, and I don't know. I mean the people and the way people enjoy music here, and I don't know. It's just amazing, and it's so different than in Spain. Being a musician here, for me, it's just amazing. It's quite a trip.
What is the big difference then from being a musician here versus Spain?
Well, I mean, I feel like you are more respected, right?
Okay.
And I'm starting to see that in Spain, that there's a big movement of, hey, we are necessary, musicians,
Okay.
entertainers,
All right.
we are
Right.
necessary.
Especially after COVID.
That was a big thing, especially that boosted that because yeah, it was amazing what happened.
So how did I think I asked you this one night before, but can you tell us how you ended up joining the Suburbans? What was the process? Because I know Rich had been the old guitar player had been
Yeah.
on kind of wanting to transition out, and they kind of had some other guys maybe fill in every once in a while, and then they finally got you.
Yeah.
So what took place? Can you
Well,
walk us through that?
it was through Craigslist, and well, I mean, here's the thing. 2008 to 2019. That's my second year in St. Elizabeth, and I hear all this commotion. Everybody was like really excited that the Suburbans are coming to play in the auction. There's an auction every year to raise money, and Suburbans were performing there, and I was there. I couldn't stay for the whole show. I can't even remember what I had to do, but I went for the dinner and then I left. But then I was able to hear play that funky music,
Okay.
And at
Yeah.
that moment I didn't have a band or anything like that. I was in a few sketchy basements, but I had to escape elegantly. But when I heard that them playing, I said, "Man, these guys are good. I want to join a band like them." Right? Because I'm coming from, I was in the business in Spain, wedding band, and I mean, that was my thing. And afterwards, I was in a band, I wasn't comfortable. I saw that post, and then the way it was written, I knew there was something good behind it. So I sent all my videos, the kilt and the cheetah pants, and then another video of me playing with my previous band.
If it was Keith who wrote that Craigslist thing, I don't doubt that it probably went a long way towards selling you on it.
Oh, I think it was.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
not
key.
100%, but it was so well written. It was like, hey, this is a great opportunity for you, for you guys
He was
out there,
talking to you, man.
right?
He was talking to you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Keith through and through.
If
Keith
you are,
Sorrow, bass player for
Yeah.
Suburbans.
yeah. And so if you are versatile, thank you, Brian. If you're versatile, this is a great opportunity for you. I can even remember the ad. And but it didn't say that it was the Suburbans. I didn't know at that time. And then Jim wrote me. Okay?
Jim Irwin, keyboard
Yeah.
player for the
Yeah.
Suburbans.
Yeah.
So this was after you had submitted your stuff, and it was Jim that reached out to
Yes.
you.
Jim reached out to me. He asked me a couple of questions, and then Keith reached out to me. And then, hey, this is Keith Sorrow with the Suburbans, and then my eyes just went like
There you
wide
go.
open. I said,
Yeah.
this is incredible.
Yeah.
And and it started that, hey, I need to get this gig.
Well, you
I
got
mean-
it, man. You wanted it. You went for it, and you got it, bro.
Yeah, that was awesome. And we had a conversation on the phone with Keith and I, and then they wanted to have an audition like really, really pretty fast. And then the day of the audition, I was like celebrating my our anniversary, and I said, hey, please, Keith, would you mind if I have that, And he said,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
and we had the audition another day, and then they said, okay, we're gonna think about it. And then on my way home, Keith called me and he said, hey, if you want the gig, you're
Yeah.
in. And I was like
yeah.
extremely
Well, just-
extremely happy and
Just
proud.
the one audition, and that was it.
That was it. I mean, we clicked right
Was-
away.
Was it the whole band that kind of gathered there? Or?
Yeah. The whole band was there. and it was like pretty thorough. And it was like, I mean, I've been through a couple of auditions, but that was like the real deal. I feel like really auditioned, you know.
Like
I mean,
they knew their stuff. They were ready to just sit down or just here walk, put you
Yes.
through your paces.
Yeah.
On all the versatility to demonstrate that
Yeah.
you can do all the different types of music that they do.
Yeah.
Or that you guys do now, as it were.
I was ready, and I was really, I mean, I wanted the gig. I wanted the gig, and I wanted to work with them because I knew them from before. I mean, it was like, I mean, this is happening. I mean, you're joining the Suburbans, man. Yeah, that was
That's
amazing.
great.
That was amazing.
You're amazing, dude.
Thank you.
So, and that was 2019 then, is that right?
That was
Well, no,
that was 2 years ago.
No, it was 2 years.
Yeah.
That long.
2
I
years,
thought
okay.
2 years.
You guys have come a long way. You've come a long way in 2 years, dog, because
Yeah.
you sound great.
Well, I mean, we play like crazy.
Yes, you do.
I mean,
How
this
does
is-
that work out? Now, do you have kids?
I do not. We do not have
Okay,
kids.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's a little easier. Does Melinda come out to shows at all?
Well, the thing is that she always have a class on Saturdays. That makes it a little bit difficult for her to come to see us.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But every once in a while, she comes. Yeah.
Great.
To enjoy our
Well,
shows.
I can't wait to meet her at a show
yeah.
one of these days.
Yeah, of course. I mean, whenever she's there, if you guys are there,
Yeah.
don't worry.
Well, we're there most of the time.
I'll introduce.
So does she speak Spanish herself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. She has great Spanish.
All right.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So, what is the Suburbans? You play a variety of songs, a versatility of songs, versatility of
Oh, I meant
songs.
so many synonyms.
What's your
I will never
favorite?
forget
I
that
know,
song.
right?
That song. Word.
What is your favorite song to play?
Well, I don't know. I would say play that funky music.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
because I mean, there's I don't know, but it's hard for me to say. Really,
Well, that was a song that hooked you, with the Suburbans. So
it's a special one.
There you-
It
okay,
is a
there you
special
go.
one.
That's
And
great.
We have a duel. I mean, it's not a duel, but we have a nice conversation. Jim and myself,
Uh-huh.
we share solos. You know,
Yes.
he does something, I do something, and it's so nice. I mean, Jim is so everybody in the band is an amazing musician.
yes, I agree.
and they know their language so well, and it's amazing when I take one route and I decided to go one way, and Jim just
Riffs off it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I look at him and say, come on, man, you're so amazing.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. What about venues? What's your favorite venue? I mean, you guys have played around.
I think Barley's.
Barley's.
Yeah.
You're not the first. Who else has said that somebody else has said they really like Barley's, to play Barley's a lot too. I can't remember who it is, but
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember.
well, yeah, it is. It's a nice. I used to not like it, but then they put that stage. They didn't have. Used to be, they played just directly on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And it was right adjacent to the bar. Where you play now used to be kind of walled off, or it was like a special event thing. Now it's that other
Yes.
room
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah.
But before,
Our green room.
but
Luxurious
before,
one.
but before it was, how there's kind of a divide from the dance floor to the rest of the bar. It was in that corner on the floor. That was how they had bands there. And so I didn't like
Yeah.
it so much. But then when they put that stage up, then suddenly it just
Yeah.
added something to it. And, it's nice. They don't charge a cover. You just walk, although they charge, they do a little beer tax. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Oh,
but
I do not. They do that? Okay.
no, you order, that's instead of playing, it's actually kind of a smart thing to do. Like a lot of places will charge a cover, and then you get in, and then you could order drinks and all that and see the band. But what Barley's does is they don't charge a cover, but when you order a beer, they add $1 fee for the band, and it says that on the tab. So the beer may be $6, but
Oh.
there's $1
For the band.
band tab.
Is that for
band
every
that's
tax.
beer?
nice.
For every beer you drink?
So everything you order, all the drinks you order, yeah.
Dang,
there you
dog.
So
Yeah.
so You're paying $6 for the beer, $1 for the band. So if
Okay.
you end up having like 5 beers, that ends up being the $5 that you
So
didn't
we
pay
need
for
more
a cover.
pretzels.
Wow.
More pretzels.
Hey, shoot! I've given a lot of money towards the Suburbans. That
Thank
I've
you, Shannon.
donated.
I appreciate you.
A
We
lot
appreciate you. Thank
of
you.
money.
Save your
Thank you.
receipts and save and read your receipts, and you'll know just exactly how much you
Maybe
contributed.
that's tax refund. I don't know. Tax deductible.
No, it is, but it is cool. It is a nice. There's lots of room. There's lots of play. You could step. How many doors can you step out onto the patio? Yeah, it's a pretty cool layout, and I do enjoy going there than as opposed to some of there's places I'd rather not go to. I won't name them
Okay.
publicly, but
Yeah.
there's places. But there's
Yeah.
other places like what
No, he's gonna.
was gonna
He
name
wants you
something.
to say.
he
it.
wants you to say.
I think
No.
we're thinking the same place. But so, other than the Suburbans, what's your favorite band in Kansas City? Then what's your other favorite band? If you were going to go see another band play here in Kansas City, who would it be?
Well,
Anybody?
Or rather, do you get out to see other bands frequently?
I'm-
That's a better question.
well, I'm not since most of the time we're playing.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a working musician. I'm so fortunate, and sometimes it's harder for me to go out
Yeah, sure.
to enjoy music.
and the nights
right?
and the nights you have off, you just want to kick back and relax and maybe spend time with your wife as opposed to
Yes.
getting out and seeing.
Yeah.
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 So-
But
Fair enough.
I'm really curious about the Lost Wax.
Okay, yeah. Lost
Yes.
Wax?
Lost,
Yeah.
Lost
Yes.
Wax.
Yes.
Thank you.
I've never seen them, by the way. I've never seen them.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
try to find
missing out.
I try to find time to go and see them. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Well, they do mostly corporate events. That's the thing.
Oh,
And,
okay. I think they were doing probably was a private event at no, it was the ship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but probably was a private event. Probably.
The ship is a pretty cool spot to go
Yeah.
to. It's not.
That's
Yeah,
neat.
I've
Yeah.
played in the ship for 3-4 times with my flamenco.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
actually, that was a fun night. It was with Bob Bledsoe on flamenco guitar, John Curry on percussion, Michael McClintock on playing the bass, and Colleen Deeker. I mean, she plays the violin on
Flanagan's right hook.
Flanagan's
There you
right
go.
hook.
Yeah, good gesture. Hey,
Yeah.
just for everybody. Oh no, we got you on video gesturing with your
Oh,
left
that's-
hand.
well,
It's Flanagan. It's the right
Sorry.
hook.
That's right hook.
But I knew as
You
soon as
got it.
I knew
Right.
exactly who you had when you said. Yeah. Okay. I knew
Yeah.
who it had to be.
yeah, yeah. That was, and I mean, the ship is quite a special place too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it
Have
is-
you
it
been
is
there?
Nice
different.
venue.
Yes.
Yes.
I last time I was there, I saw Maria the Mexican,
Oh yeah. Yes. I've
who
seen.
is wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah. They have a steel guitar player. Steel guitar? He's got it on his lap.
That's Marco. Marco.
I don't know.
Maybe that's
I don't
Marco
know.
Pascolini.
Okay.
He's a great steel guitar player.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that'd be him. Michael Pascolini.
Maybe with
Okay.
glasses.
Kind of gray hair. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
But
don't know.
anyway, just check him out. He's great.
I went up to him and I said, "Man, I don't get to see steel guitar players very often. You're really good."
It's so. I mean, I've always been so attracted to that. It's so mysterious.
Okay.
So many things.
Yeah,
so
sure.
many pedals. So many.
Right.
So-
That's great. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Well, you and I both have the love of guitar players.
Yes.
Just various types of guitar players.
We love them.
Yeah. We talked about Marcus King
Yes.
before we went on. I know Anthony Gomez is going to be
Oh,
here
yeah.
Friday at
Oh,
the
nice.
Knuckleheads. And then Samantha Fish, love her as well,
Oh yes, she's amazing.
from Kansas City. Yeah.
Is she going to be here at Knuckleheads this weekend?
No, she was not, but she will be here next year
Okay.
at the Truman.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the other day we went to see my wife and I, as part of her birthday gift. We went to see Lake Street Dive at the Midland Theater.
Okay, Lake Street Drive.
Dive.
Dive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great band.
Oh, that's the name of the band.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
At
Well-
Midland.
What
Yeah.
kind of music?
I don't know. I mean, they have a it's just a glorious, I don't know, rendition of a pretty elegant rendition of the Jackson 5, but I don't know, so elegant, not funk. I mean, there's super funk, but I mean it's an upright bass, and I don't know, the super vocal, the harmonies are just great, but they're coming from I don't know, I don't know how to categorize them. Pretty special, unique.
Okay. I will definitely check them out. Yeah.
Pretty special band.
Never heard of them.
No.
Let's talk about you being a flamenco singer.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
just looking at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we are in our ignorance. We assumed that you played flamenco guitar, and I do remember our conversation now where you mentioned that you sang, and I just kind of anyway, I got it mixed up. So the flamenco, what goes into like how is that? Can you walk us through what it?
How it happened?
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's start that
but
way.
what makes it distinct? I suppose.
The flamenco?
Yeah.
Well, flamenco is folk, right? Is our music, is as any other folk music is really passionate.
Mhm.
Okay, and like any other folk music is engraved with culture and family and tradition, and is a mix of a bunch of things. It's a mix of us. I mean, talking about the 15th century, bringing slaves from Africa, stopping in Cuba, bringing more slaves from South America, and all that mix. Because Sevilla is the only port that has a connection to the sea,
Mhm.
to the ocean, Atlantic Ocean. So ships coming from Cuba and among other places, they will make it through Sevilla inland in the peninsula. So it was, and in that era, Sevilla was capital of the kingdom of Spain, right? So you had all these people, and on all that mix of culture
Mhm.
and music and people celebrating their culture. That was a lot when time went on, and they were like probably some slaves were able to buy their freedom,
Mhm.
and they were called libertos. Like libre is free,
Okay.
Right.
Mhm.
yeah, and those libertos were allowed to mingle,
Mhm.
and express themselves, and then you have like I don't know words like rumba, right, or tango.
Mhm. Yeah.
Rumba, all those bisyllables are like pretty African, and tango as well, which is it means party, celebration.
Right. Yes.
Okay, so flamenco is a mix of African music, but also the Roma people, which I think they're a mix of
Yeah.
Hindu or the people
Okay. Yeah.
coming from, and
Mhm.
they're nomads.
Right.
And,
I heard a little bit of that. I listed some flamenco singers, by the way,
Mhm.
in preparation for this.
oh, that's nice.
So I've listed out. But I
Yeah.
do want to ask you then, was flamenco, did it originate in Sevilla, Spain? Is that what you're
No.
getting at, or it had always been around then?
Yeah, this is all from the gypsy people. I mean, there's a variety of maybe you can call it maybe clan or tribes, families, right? And for example, in my neighborhood, the right in front of my apartment, there was a gypsy family, and flamenco was always present,
Okay.
right? And it's also everything is pretty natural, there's a guitar and there's a little bit of beer or wine, and then you have the party. Boom, and it's
I'm in.
happening,
I'm there.
right?
No problem. Liberty,
Yeah.
Missouri, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I listened to Estrella Morente.
Nice. Yeah.
And Kiki Morente, I assume that's her
Kiki.
son.
It's actually, I think it's her brother.
Her brother. Okay.
Yeah, he's
okay.
great.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
good
yeah,
choice, man.
Yeah, yeah. And then Diego El Cigala.
Diego Cigala.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And so it was enjoyable. I like new music. I like different new types of music as
Yeah.
well. So I was excited to.
Diego Cigala was in Houston not that long ago performing.
Okay.
Yeah. Diego
right.
is great, especially he was really really big mixing flamenco and Cuban music with his boleros. He started playing, collaborating with Cuban musicians like Chucho Valdez. Valdez is an awesome piano player.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and he
All
made
right.
Lágrimas Negras. If you want, I can send you guys a link. So you might enjoy that
Okay.
album
Sure.
a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's super elegant.
All right. And he's a guitar player.
He's a singer.
He's a singer. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, probably he plays,
Mhm.
maybe, but he's well known because of his singing.
You mentioned earlier that you categorize yourself sort of as an electric guitar player.
Yes.
How great of a gulf would it be for you to start playing acoustic and more specifically learning flamenco guitar? Is that something that you could just
That will.
commitment is the word?
Oh
right?
yeah.
You could do
Yeah.
it, man. You could do it.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I don't think I have the. You really have to love the. I mean, and I really appreciate flamenco players. I really admire them, but there's like I don't know. It didn't call me, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I think you have to hear the call, to be passionate enough to put a lot of hours into that.
But you
Yeah.
heard the call to sing
Yes.
flamenco.
I not only heard the call, I heard my wife asking me if I could do it.
Oh, there you go. That's call enough for me.
That's
right?
call enough, right? Thank you, Brian. I heard my wife asking me, "Hey, baby, will you be okay trying to do that?" I said, "You know what? Yeah."
So when you're performing with your wife
Mm-hmm.
and you're singing and she's dancing,
Yes.
so do you have like canned music in the background, or
No.
or is it
No.
just you provide? It's just you and her.
No, this is Bo playing the flamenco guitar, and
Okay, so you have another person part of the.
yes,
Okay.
yes, we have the flamenco guitar player,
Okay.
and he is just freaking amazing. Every I mean, if it has strings, he plays it,
Okay.
and he plays it like a freaking maestro. And I mean, he's amazing. Yeah, again, I'm a lucky guy. I'm surrounded by amazing people.
It takes
know?
a village. Yeah. No,
Right?
right. You've got to surround yourself with good people. And,
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there
I
you
mean,
go.
he's got. I mean, again, he plays flamenco guitar. He plays the Portuguese guitar. He plays oud. He
Portuguese guitar.
Yeah.
I've never heard of
yeah.
that as being a distinct thing.
Yes,
Like-
it's like I don't know. It's super interesting instrument. It's beautiful. As a construction, as how it looks, is super unique. Yeah, and he also. I mean, he has a honky tonk band. It's called Slim Hampson and the Poor Choices. They perform a lot at the ship,
Okay.
and they're super good.
Okay. All right.
Highly recommendable.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he plays guitar for
Okay,
us,
okay.
and we have a percussionist who play cajon.
How frequently do you play? Because you do a lot of stuff with the Suburbans, as you mentioned.
Yes. Yeah.
Are the shows that you play more like during the weeknights, or Sundays, or afternoons? I
Actually,
mean-
we're not doing that many performances because Bo is really he's all over the place.
yeah.
He's working a lot. He's part of Assemble Iberica. That's his everything that involves Iberian music.
What was that again?
Iberian from the
Iberian.
Iberian Peninsula.
Okay.
So he's promoting all those artists, and he do travel a lot.
Mhm.
And when he's not around, obviously I can't I can't sing without him be by my side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to do it tonight.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
no, he's joking. He's joking.
You can if you want. I tried to go see them. You guys were playing in Lawrence
Yeah.
last.
yeah, Cider Gallery.
Yes, last summer or
Yeah.
last fall.
Mhm.
And I silly me thought, oh, you know what? I'll just get the ticket like the day of or day before. It was sold out. Sold out.
Yeah,
And
Lawrence has always been really, really helpful, and they love us there.
that's great.
Yeah, so we're lucky. Again, I have to say that again. I'm lucky.
You are lucky. We're lucky to have you here as
Thank
well.
you.
Are you sure you don't want? Is there a flamenco song that you like singing?
Yeah, you know what? It's been quite a while since I haven't sang this one. But I mean, I have like my cheat sheet.
Okay,
here
there
with
you
me.
go.
I'm gonna do for you guys only the first letra of this song.
Wait, sorry. Wrong button.
No, that's okay. No, that's okay.
I meant this button.
Oh, thank
Hey,
you.
That's
Well-
great.
Shannon, play him
Well.
in. Call him in.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, to sing flamenco for us, Antonio Rojas.
This song is called A la Puerta de Toledo, and this is a genre called Sevillanas. It's something that everybody dances. It's pretty popular, and if you have a county fair, but it's huge. That's another excuse to go to Sevilla, okay? Where you
Okay.
have like 1 million people in one place having fun, Are you up for that?
That's it. Yeah, I'm always up for that.
Yes. So this is called La Puerta de Toledo, and it's a Sevillana. Okay, I'm gonna do it like a cappella, of course. Ay, a la puerta de Toledo, madre, le tengo celo. Le tengo celo. A la puerta de Toledo, madre, y le tengo celo. A la puerta de Toledo, madre, y le tengo celo. Le tengo celo, porque se cita con otro la mujer que yo más quiero. Porque se cita con otro la mujer que yo más quiero. Ahí en el mismo sitio, a la misma hora, y a la misma hora, y estaba durmiendo con otra persona. That would be the first letter.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
nice.
Thank you. Where's the button? Where's the
Where
button?
is it? But which one is it? Is it this one? The blinking one?
Let's not. Wait.
Oh.
Awesome, man.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Gracias.
There you go.
Gracias. Yeah.
I
And, you know,
desperately was hoping I wouldn't do this one. No,
and that
not
would be
that
okay.
one.
And that would have been okay too. Yeah.
That's great.
If you could send me, what I'd like to do for that part is maybe try to like match it to some actual guitar music when you sing it. So like in the actual, I don't know if that's something that'll be possible, or to if I could get some music that I could like sync up. So
I'm pretty sure that this is a pretty popular song. I can
might-
find some backing.
I'll see what I can do, but see if it works. Maybe if it
Okay.
doesn't, if I can't get it
Maybe,
to sound.
I can send you a backing
Message.
track. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
yeah.
there's something. Hopefully I did it on the same key
I'm sure you did.
as the backing track.
That was great.
Thank you.
You got a great singing voice.
Thank you.
Do you do with the Suburbans? Do you sing backup?
I do. I actually, that was part of the audition. Jim, I remember that he said, "Okay, let's see what is your vocal range." And I was like, "Okay, what's that?"
Well, let me drop some flamenco for you, bro.
No, I mean, he said he started to play some keys on his keyboard, and he said, "Okay, can you just follow this?" And I was like, "Da, da, 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 da," and then he was like pleased, and I said, like, "Yeah, he likes the way I sing. I mean, I can do my." But it's true that they've been so patient with me, because I'm really bad at doing two things at the same time, playing and singing.
Right.
It's hard. It is hard for me. But they've been really patient, and I've been finding my place, as you know,
Well, it's kind
it's
of
muscle memory.
it's surprising because I think everybody in that band sings to some degree,
Yes.
right? I mean, even Colin on drums,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
he leans over.
Oh yeah, he's
You
a
know.
great singer.
And so I guess they want you for to help with harmonies. Then I suppose
Yes.
is that the hook?
Yes, and it's a big thing. I mean, the work that they do when I'm not singing, I can enjoy it because I mean I have everybody in my ears, and the harmonies are just freaking amazing.
Yeah, they are. I agree.
Are freaking amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
the work
Mhm.
that Brian and Keith and Jim and Colin and Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Brian the one that is singing, or the opposite, if it's
Mhm.
Shannon the one that is the one that is singing, it's just amazing. I mean, it's incredible, and that really is super special, right? I mean, the band can be so, but if they get good harmonies,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah. And your song selection lends itself to that.
And what I mean, if the band is so, I mean, if you go to a place and then you see the band and that is not that, I
Yeah,
mean, whatever
right.
band, but they have great harmonies, it can be forgiven. Everything can be forgiven, right? That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Getting back to flamenco real quick. When I was listening, I noticed, or I heard rather, that the flamenco singers, there were, I don't know if it was them clapping, but there was a lot of clapping.
And yeah,
A
and you
lot
were
of-
doing that while you were you were kind
Right.
of
I would try to give him myself the compás,
Uh-huh.
you know, because there's always
Okay.
tiquita, tiquita, ta, 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 ale.
All right.
so flamenco dancers, are they, and don't they have the hard heels, or is that a different where they?
Oh yeah, that's my wife.
Okay, yeah,
That's
all right.
my
okay.
wife. She's
All right.
got the heels with the nails, and the tip of the shoe as well as the heel.
Hmm.
So because then you do, yeah, it's a combination of both. But yeah, that can get crazy. I
Hmm.
mean, when she does footwork, it's just it's
Well, you
freaking awesome.
guys, you're a dynamic duo.
We are a dynamic duo. I mean,
Yeah.
when I mean, I'm all for. I like the stage. I love the stage. I need the stage, even though I'm a shy guy. But I don't know. I mean, I love it.
That's great.
Yeah. And then when she asked me, "You want to try?" I said, "Okay, yeah." I mean, the language, I got it down. The rest, it's just learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I know Spanish,
Right,
so I can
right.
do this. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we were talking, and I told you I saw a performance of flamenco dancers 20 years ago,
Mhm.
and it was down south, and it was down south, like 135th and Metcalf area, and there was like a ballroom there, and it was just amazing. The place was full of people, and they had these dancers. I mean, it was just a fantastic experience, and
Yeah.
the dresses and the performance, and not. It was just so.
Visceral.
Yeah, it was one of those.
It's
Like,
another V word too, by the way.
Yeah.
so yeah, it was great. So one of those things. It's like you got to make time to do something like that. You know, it's a great date night, Shannon.
Oh, hey.
If you
Well,
take a
that
girl
or
out on a date to one of
if
those
I'm-
shows, that's
if
a
I'm ever
fantastic.
smart enough to ask somebody on a date, I'll do that. You need to let us know when you
Okay, I
you
will.
are going to play next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Also, if you have any video that you can send, we may
Yeah.
use that.
Incorporated, or I'll
Right.
pull some stuff
Of
out,
you and your-
photographed of you with
and Melinda.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
performing.
specifically, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
Right,
I
right.
have-
That would
I
be
have-
neat.
We have footage
Okay.
that I can share with you guys.
All right.
Awesome.
great.
Absolutely.
Well, I think so. Is there anything else we want to cover? I mean,
Well-
it's been an hour and 15 minutes already.
You
Wow, time
do
went
have
fast.
you do have a business. You've started your own business now as
Yeah.
well. right?
I was. I've always been. I mean, I love guitars, and I've always been interested on fixing them. And I started doing it for myself, and this summer I decided to go and dive deeper into the guitar thingy. So I went to Chicago.
I was thinking of that, and I was about to bring it up. I saw you post something about how you were going to Chicago to learn about guitars,
Yeah.
but it was kind of vague enough that I was like, well, is he leaving the band? Is he moving to Chicago now and stuff? Oh, you just were going to learn
Yeah.
how to work on guitars.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, I have to say, it was like a nice introduction. It was 3 weeks. It was super fun. I've learned a lot, but I only just scratched the surface of that amazing trade, because I mean, there's so many things that, I mean, it's just amazing.
Have you done any work yet for other people, or is it so far just your stuff?
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to work on Jim's guitars and Keith's bass. Actually, I have Keith bass now at my workshop, so I can do a setup, and I have actually I have his 2 basses at home, and
So you have like a room or space at
I
your home
created-
that you can.
my workshop with all my tools, and a place where I can
Cool.
keep learning.
Have you developed a name for this business yet, or is you just
It's called Sister City.
I like it.
Sister
Sister
City
City,
for
yeah,
Seville,
yeah.
Kansas City, Sister City?
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
yeah. Set up and repair. Sister
Ci-
City Guitars, set up and repair.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So
man.
musicians out there, if you need your guitar worked on, we have a reference for you, and he's sitting at the table with us right now.
Thank you.
Antonio
you.
Rojas.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. I tell you what, you'll have no problem learning it. Just in the short time I've known you, you are pretty amazing, man. You know a lot.
Thank you.
dude.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming all the way out here to Bonner Springs
No.
to talk with us as well.
My pleasure. My
Definitely,
pleasure.
Yeah.
and have a safe and fun trip back to Spain for the holidays.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna get to know my new niece. Yeah, Aurora.
Yeah, so
is her
that's
name.
one thing we didn't even touch on is like how many siblings do you have?
I have 2 siblings. They're twin sisters, and their names are Sandra and Maria. And well, actually, they came here. Not Sandra; she had to stay, but part of my family came here, and they saw us at. They saw one of our performances with Suburbans at Zona Rosa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah. And the little one was like, having so much fun
Uh-huh.
and sweating like it was one of those beautiful, humid summer
Kansas
days
City
in Kansas City.
Yes,
And
you've
everybody,
come to love.
I
you've
looked
come to
at my
love.
family, and they looked like, this is humid.
So Seville's not humid necessarily, as opposed to hot. Then.
No, we have the opposite. We have like pretty humid winters and
Oh.
dry summer.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
it makes it difficult. I mean, I like dry winters because I mean, as much as you bundle up,
Mm-hmm.
there's no way you're gonna get rid of that cold if it's humid. So
Mm.
anyway,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So they get to meet the band, and it was awesome. They had so much fun here.
Very good.
Yeah, a lot of barbecue.
Well, I bet they were blown away by you being in the Suburbans.
Oh yeah, I mean, my parents are like, yeah, and I told them that very same night. I mean, they didn't receive the text until the next morning because of the time difference. But I said, I joined the Suburbans. I made it. Boom. And I sent, and they were like super
They gotta be
proud
really
and
proud
amazing.
of you,
Oh
man.
yeah, of course.
All the things you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll keep doing good things.
I know
More
you
and
will.
more.
I know
We'll
you
we'll
will.
post lots of photos from Spain when you're
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
next month.
Oh
So
yeah.
you're gonna
Right.
be 2 weeks, is what you said, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay for 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah.
Very. Well, hopefully we'll try to get this released before you leave, so you can share it and listen to it on the long flight.
Oh, okay.
So you can listen to it on the long flight to
That'd be
Spain.
nice.
There
That'd
you
be
go.
nice.
There you go. That'll be my goal.
No problem.
be nice.
No problem.
Yeah.
a great
as
idea.
I told you the other day, my parents were like, we would like to hear it. I said, but Mom, Dad, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to do like a translator or anything like that. Imagine translating this, and they said, no, don't do it. We don't care.
Yeah.
it's even better for us not to understand. It's like, look at my baby.
They just want to listen to your voice.
We don't understand
love it.
anything. That's good.
That's great. That is
Yeah.
great.
Maybe
man.
we could release. I'm sure that there's a software plugin we can do where we could release it on video, where it'll be subtitles in Spanish underneath. I'm sure that's
Yeah.
that's an avenue we can explore for you.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out. No problem.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Antonio Rojas of the Suburbans and Seville, Spain. Go ahead and press. You got to turn it. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
So thank you for joining us.
My
Yeah,
pleasure.
thank you, man.
Fantastic.
My pleasure.
Yeah, you're awesome. Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you, everybody. See you next time.